Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It is Monday. Happy Monday. Let's start this week off right. First thing I've got for you guys is another Naruto CCG deck. This time it's all about the lady bosses of Naruto, so this is just going to be my Kunoichi deck. And I think you guys might enjoy this one. So that's it. Let's get straight to it. First character we're going to play is 3 copies of the Hinata Hyuga in Kimono. And again, you will notice the parentheses text, making sure that this is a separate card from regular Hinata, allowing us to play more than one of her. She will still have growth. She is an 0130, so she does get more powerful as she gets injured. She does have the Kimono Girls effect. It is valid. When this ninja is put in play, flip a coin. When you flip a coin due to one of your effects, if the result is heads, your opponent must discard a card. If tails, give damage to one of your ninjas. If you get the tails, you immediately go to 3-0. If you do not get the tails, your opponent has to discard a card. So Hinata just immediately putting pressure on the opponents from the start of the game. Next, we are going to play 3 copies of Hotaru Katsuragi. And this is going to be one of the Shichiguma clan ninjas. So because it's a clan ninja, technically they're not exactly like village bound. I want to say this is one from one of the filler movies or something, filler arcs. And it's got to do something with like spiders, I'm sure, seeing the Gumo on there. She does have growth. She does have a decent mental power. She's a great leader at 3-0. Her valid effect is when this ninja is put in play, flip a coin. If heads, draw 1 card. If tails, place a growth counter on this coin. So this ninja might get growth right off the rip, or when you growth into it, you'll already get a coin. You may be able to apply that second coin. Again, it's been a while since I played some Naruto CCG. I'm not sure how that one's going to fall out, but she's still a very cool card, very useful in any and all water and wind attribute builds. Next up, we got to keep the kimonos coming, so we're going to have Sakura Haruno. She will have growth, mental 3. Kimono, valid when put into play, flip a coin. Again, this can trigger off the Hinata. Also, when you flip a coin due to one of your effects, if the result is heads, draw 1 card. If tails, this ninja becomes 0-0 during this turn. So again, either she just kind of sits off to the side or you get to draw a card for no reason. So either way, good card, great lead. Good stuff. And again, maybe you don't have coins, you do, but you still have like your Yu-Gi-Oh dice. Evens and odds, kids. It's all 50%. Next up, probably because I only had 1 copy, 1 Kimono 1010. Valid again. The Kimono girls are all going to flip a coin. I think that's pretty standard now. I think you guys are getting that. And then they have a when a coin is flipped. So when her coin is flipped, due to one of the effects, if the result is heads, draw a card, then drop 1 card. And if tails, move the top 3 cards from your deck to the discard. So a little bit more of a pushback from her effect than the others. Next up, we have 1 copy Ino Yamanaka. And again, this will be kimono as well. Valid, flip the coin. When a coin flipped due to one of your effects, if result is heads, remove a ninja with an entrance cost of 1 or less from its team. If tails, your opponent places a growth coin on one of their ninja. So again, not too bad. We can go ahead and split up opponent teams. We can do what we want. Next, I have a copy of Karin. We're using the Absorption Karin. It's got a valid ability. It's during the exchange of jutsu or the mission phase. Move 1 card from your opponent's discard pile to their chakra in order to heal one of your other ninjas. So again, this will help you keep your girls all nice and healthy, while unfortunately giving your opponent a little bit of chakra back. Next up, 1010. And we're going to use regular 1010, no longer kimono. We're going to use the Treasure House of Weapons. When this ninja is sent out to attack in the same team as 2 or more other leaf ninjas, and again, the majority of the deck is leaf, you can place a growth coin on this ninja. And again, I'm not so sure, but I do think that even if you've growthed it, you could do this in order to gain more 1-1 counters. Somebody who's more knowledgeable than me, please let us know in the comment section how that truly does play out. We have our Chibi Ino Yamanaka. This is going to be the pressing skill. When this ninja is put in play, reveal the top 2 from your deck. If there are 1 or more ninja amongst them, place 1 in hand, return the rest, shuffle the deck. Otherwise, return them to the top or bottom of the deck in any order. So you either get to add somebody to your hand, or you get to stack the deck a way that you like. Very, very much like her with her mental abilities. Next up, we're going to have a couple copies of regular Sakura. We're going to use the Perfect Control Sakura. At the end of the turn that this ninja is put in play, move all cards that were moved to the discard pile during this turn to the chakra area. So again, you get to burn your chakra and reuse your chakra. It's very cool. Plus, since she is in her tuning form, she gets that whopping 4/3 if she's going to be a leader, or a nice 0/2 for support if not. Next up, we're going to have a couple copies of Shizune as her kimono. Again, gets to flip a coin, and then when a coin is flipped, if heads, all your female ninjas get +1/1 during the turn, or if tails, discard one of your male ninjas, which we have absolutely skirted by not playing any male ninjas. So this is pretty much, it's either happening or there's no drawback. Next, we're going to play a copy of Chio because I love this Puppet Master. She has the Advisor's Protection skill, which is Revitalize. Valid when one of your ninjas would be discarded due to damage, you may discard this ninja instead. So again, if you were to lose like an outstanding victory to the opponent and the head ninja would take 2 damage, we can go ahead and stop them from being discarded due to it. Now, I'm not sure if they would still be damaged or if it's like the equivalent of just not, letting them knock out. So they would still go to injured status. Not sure. If you guys know, again, the comment section's open. I'm willing to learn. We do have a copy of Kunoichi with her big sister skill. While you have only female ninja in play, your other female ninja get 1/1. So again, nice little power buff. We are going to run 2 Chibi Shizunes, the Medical Warrior. When this is put in play, you can move a jutsu with a requirements female or requirements medical from discard to hand. And again, this is going to be perfect for things that we are going to be doing. Next, we are going to be playing 3 copies Kunoichi in her kimono form. This is, of course, going to allow us to flip a coin like usual, and then when the coin is flipped, we either A, if heads, all male ninjas cannot become the user of jutsu during this turn, and this affects your opponent, or tails, all players draw a card. So again, almost no drawback to this. Great card, good stats, and again, the alternate name with the kimono means we can play both Kunoichis at the same time. Next up, the Tsunade that you guys saw on the cover photo. Again, looking at the massive stats that this Sanin has at the 8/3. Leaf's Elite, when this ninja is put in play, you may heal one of your ninjas. In that case, you can injure one of the opponent's ninja with an entrance cost equal to or less than the healed ninja's entrance cost. And valid, your missions cannot be affected by your opponent's effects. So again, great leader skill, and possibly worth changing to a 2. However, our final ninja will be Kimono Tsunade. And this is again allowing us to choose to flip coins during the mission phase for 1 chakra, and as the attacker during the turn player during the mission phase for 0. If you have 3 or more other female ninjas, move 1 wind jutsu card from your discard pile back to your hand. So again, she can force additional flips for you guys to get the effects that you are trying to get to go off. Moving into the jutsu. We're going to have a bunch of cool ones. We have 3 copies of Counter. And I love the fact that Sakura just looks absolutely pissed off here. This is going to be requirements female plus printed 2 or higher entrance. Target 1 jutsu being played. Change the effect of the target to the following. Give 1 damage to the user. So, essentially, we're countering the ninjutsu by changing the jutsu to just deal damage to the person using it. You will notice it is wind, so we can get the reuse. Furious Punch either casts on 3 generic or wind plus generic. It is either female or medical, so a lot of the deck can use it. The target is again 1 jutsu. The effect, negate the target, discard it. In that case, give 1 damage to the user of the target. So essentially, Ferocious Punch is a 4th copy of Counter. And then additionally, the expert is if Tsunade is using this, you win 1 battle reward if the user of the jutsu is X, which again would be Tsunade. So, brilliant. Next up, we are going to use 3 copies, full playset, of Infuriation. And this is going to be requirements female, and it is either going to be wind +2 or earth +2. And again, since 1010's in here and Hinata's in here, we should be able to do either. The target is every male ninja in the user's team and the team battling against the user. And in order to, or the effect, sorry, will be to give 1 damage to all of those targets. So any males that are in my team plus the entire team battling against the user, unless this was errated later to only attack males, which could be. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys know, this would be good to know as well. We're going to give 1 damage to all of those targets, and if the user is Tsunade, give an additional damage to the targets. So 2 damage, generally knocking out an entire team, or at least all the boys. So this deck is not for the boys, if you couldn't tell. Next up, we're going to use 2 copies. Kick of Anger. Requirements is female. Target is 1 ninja battling against the user. We're going to go ahead and injure them then if they are male with an entrance cost of less than or equal to the user. They will also get knocked out of combat and become a standby ninja, no longer giving any support to their team. So that's pretty cool. And then the last jutsu, we're going to run a full play set, 3 copies of Stunning Strike. It is 3 generic. While this jutsu is on the chain, players cannot play cards or activate effects. Guys, if you have played Magic the Gathering, this is like, I want to say the effect is called Split Second. And in Yu-Gi-Oh, this would be the equivalent of like the pseudo spell speed 4 cards, like super polymerization. Things just can't respond to it afterward. The target will be 1 ninja. The effect is they cannot become the user of jutsu cards during this turn. It is an expert if the user is a female, and if so, they will also get an additional 3/3 this turn. It is crazy powerful in this deck. Just go with it. Now, this deck, we do use a client, so you are going to want 2 copies of Yuki Fujikaze, and she's absolutely from one of the movies. I do remember this one. When you get tails during a ninja flip coin, you can send this client from in play to the chakra zone in order to consider the result heads. Okay, so 1 coin flip can turn heads, and with all those kimono girls, you're talking about 3 to 5 effects that are all going to be heads all at once. This is crazy. You're crazy if you don't play this. I think I only played 2 because I think I only owned 2 back in the day. Moving over to the missions, my friends. We got 3 copies, Dreams of the Past. So this is a nice permanent. When this mission is put in play, draw 1 card. When you flip a coin, you may ignore the result and flip it again. This effect may be used twice per turn. I do not know if this counts as additional instances of flipping the coin. So again, this is something I played back in the day. It was something we basically did in order to get heads. But if it counts as additional coin flips, do we trigger the effects multiple times a turn for the kimonos? Let me know. Next up, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Fond Memories. And this is going to be another permanent mission. When this is put in play, draw 1 card. Effect during the mission phase, move this mission to the chakra. You decide the result of coin flips during this turn. So again, we use this. We want to cheat so bad. But again, it's an effect of the game. So like it's kind of cheating. It's not cheating. It's almost like mental power. It's just so good. And then last up, last 2 cards, 2 copies of Daydreaming. This will be a permanent effect as well. Draw 2 cards and flip a coin if heads. You can heal a ninja if tails. Place a growth coin on a ninja. And we get the extra effect of our maximum hand size being increased by 2, which allows us to carry more options into later portions of the game. So, you guys, let me know. Did we do good with our old school girl boss deck for Naruto CCG? If you liked it, let us know in the comment section down below. Likewise, if you want to support us with that comment, you can also give us a like, maybe a subscription, and maybe you want to help us buy more sleeves because I have more decks that need sleeves so we can show them on here. So I will leave the Buy Me a Coffee link down in the description below. Additionally, I will have a quick deck master in just another hour or so. So if you guys are into that, check that out. And then we'll get the week started right. So for now, my friends, you have an excellent day. Do everything you can to have a great day. And I hope to see you guys next time. Later.